Hi!
Welcome back to Kids and Mids Gaming. I'm Rachel.
I'm Mikayla.
And we're back with just
Clued.
Just glued.
And some very, very, very dramatic music.
And we're trying to save Sector Achabon right now, is what we're attempting to do.
Because they're trying to knock over the...
They're trying to destroy the plate. They're trying to, like, release the plate from the sky above and, kill us all.
Biggs! You okay, Biggs?
Biggs!
You don't look good.
Biggs, you look bad. Biggs, you look like you've seen better days. To be fair, we're entering, again, not spoilers, but not spoilers, because if you really haven't seen this game, it's from 96. Okay,
yeah.
So we're gonna go into a spoiler mode, but not spoiler mode, but spoiler mode, which is none of these fuckers survive. Will I need to bleep that? Nope, we're good. Yeah. So be prepared to say bye-bye to these
That's really sad.
characters.
Oh, come on.
But I don't know, because like in the original game, Jessie, Biggs, and Wedge die. But I don't know if they do. They leave it really ambiguous with these three this time.
Gotcha.
They didn't in the first one. Like the first one, you go into the avalanche bunker, and they get bombed. Like it gets bombed, and the three of them are stuck underneath it, and it just kind of blows up. This one though, they leave this very ambiguous with these three.
Gotcha.
So I'll be very intrigued. And then I saw on their Twitter, like, I for sure know one makes it out.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say which one, because I'm a little surprised on the one that makes it out.
Huh.
Because it's not the one that, like, when I played this, I remember, like, getting farther. So I'm, like, very confused.
Okay.
But I'm sure it'll make sense when we play. I'm just gonna randomly touch the side of your head.
That was a choice that was made by...
Good luck. Our future.
Oh my god. That's gonna be the title of this episode.
Yeah.
Our future is in your hands. What's with the thumbs up?
Well, he thumbs up, so I was thumbing up to him.
Yeah, because
but now he's...
You can't trust Cloud, too. He didn't high-five Aeirth for, like, a
I know.
straight fucking episode. But yeah, they kind of leave these three ambiguous. Like, he's not, like, dead, per se, here. So, like,
They don't
he's
not confirm.
Yeah.
Kinda like with what they did with the...
It's very confusing.
Oh my gosh, I forgot his name. Jet from the Avatar series. They wanted to unalive him. Do you know who I'm talking about?
I think I do.
He was the edgy...
Fuck off.
The edgy guy who created a ragtag of bandits to go after the Fire Village.
Yeah, now I remember him.
Yeah, they wanted to... Because of Nickelodeon, they weren't able to follow through with the scene entirely, so they had to make his... Yeah, they had to make his death very ambiguous.
Yeah, to be fair, all of their, like, deaths are... Can I talk to you? No. Fuck off.
No.
Death for you. To be fair, like, I feel like... No, don't do that.
Okay.
Can I just... Hang on.
Have you
Fire up?
assessed this guy?
No. But it'd be funny if I killed it right there. Oh!
Wow.
Oh!
Okay.
Oh!
Where's...
Oh! The fuck!
Where did you...
Get out of here.
Oh!
No! Get out of here. Get out of here.
Oh,
You fucking,
oh,
helicopter.
Oh,
this is bad.
Please.
This is... Where's the mega potion? Holy
Mega.
shit.
quick. Be effective. Oh!
Holy
okay.
shit. Okay. I hate these shitheads. I forgot about the heli troopers. Okay. Y'all are a bunch of fucking a-holes. We're gonna do this again.
Yep.
I like that he said, let's try it again. You know what, Cloud? Feel that. Alright, let me now assess you. Since I didn't the first time. Fire.
Okay, fire and wind.
That's not what I was expecting. Alright. Haha.
Nice. You completed the stagger.
Oh, let me just, hang on. Let me just kill him. There we go. Dead now. He's dead. It's fine. Everybody's dead.
You, sir.
No! Get out of here.
You, sir, get burnt too.
Wait. Spells.
Ah.
That's okay. I can still fire you. Oh, it's not as great. It's not. It's not. It's not as good. It's okay. Let me just... Nope. It would have been better if you would have just died falling off this. Oh, that's right. I can't... No, I don't want a mega potion. Sure.
Heal. Oh, you're so close to being staggered. So cheap to hide. Whoa.
Such a fucking a-hole.
Won't last long.
Shut up, Cloud.
You'll be fine.
Cloud, shut up. Okay. We're gonna...
This guy's so dramatic. This music is so dramatic.
Yeah, well, it's a little more drama since Satan's Biggs, because now it's just like, I don't know, is he dead? Is he not dead? Did he live? Good as dead. See? Good as dead.
Ow.
Fuck you, Heli Trooper. Who are you? Where did you come from? Where did you go? Ooh, there's a chest over here. My brain in a nutshell. Oh my god. I gotta tell you a scary, scary story.
Oh?
So...
About what? You might want to heal.
In the damn horrible storm that we just happened.
Oh, yeah.
My father was watching our puppy because I was like, if you're not gonna come here, I require someone.
Yeah.
You need to come watch my dog. That's fine. Like I'll drop him off. Let's chill. Mm-hmm. Let's use one of these. You know. And
let me just pull the top from the stack.
Let me just pull out my giant potion stack. So we dropped Puppo off at my parents' house because I was like, he cannot, like, if someone can't get to him, like, we can't run the risk that, like, if I hire someone that they also can't get to him.
Right.
So I was like, we're not playing the game of oopsies.
Yeah.
Oopsie daisy. Or oops. We're not doing it. We're just not. Alright? So, what a way to go down. Oh, god damn it. Fuck you, Heli Trooper. Oh, I don't give a shit about you guys. Get out of here.
Okay.
Get out of here. Like, all of you. It's fine. That'll work.
Okay. Hopefully that affected... Oh, you dick.
Oh, the Heli Trooper is just absolute trash bag. Hang on. Let me just... Hang on. Hold. But, so, my... So, my dad was letting his dogs inside, or one of his dogs inside.
Sure.
And Small Boob, that's what I call my dog, in case anybody's wondering. Call him Boob. And Small Boob decided, I'm gonna run outside while you're doing this. So, Boob went on a little hunt and, like, ran 4 houses down.
What?
Oh, yeah. He, like, escaped. Because I'm gonna tell you something shitty about Boob, alright? I love my tiny dog. Cute little nugget. But he thinks when people chase after him, like, when they run after him, it's a game. And not, like, actually, like, hey, come here.
Yeah.
Because he's a, again, I have a 5-month-old puppy. Like, he's a small dog, so he just doesn't get it, okay? He's a tiny puppo. He doesn't really understand what's happening. He just is like, oh, fun game, right? So, he runs 4 houses down. My parents live on a big highway. The fact that my dog did not get taken and or hit is a fucking miracle.
Glad that he kept to your
poor dad feels
neighbors' yards. Oh
absolutely horrible. Because he went down, I'm going to bleep this out. Rachel, please remember to bleep it out. But he went down to 6...
Shit. Okay.
Like, where we would turn to go down to, like, your parents' house.
Yeah. He just
kept... Oh, yeah. So he was at that one, you know, where the house was in the front that's in the back. Yeah. So, so that's where he ran to. So my dad, panic, is trying to chase this dog. Calls my brother. So me, my brother, and my sister-in-law, which I get why they didn't call me.
What time did this happen?
Oh, at least 7 o'clock that morning.
Oh.
Like, by the time I was at work, like, but, like, so, like, they could have called me, but I would have turned around and it would have been useless.
Yeah.
So, a little backstory on all the panic is my brother and my sister-in-law's dog, somebody came out and let Magoo out one year for, like, we were all at a wedding. And I was Magoo's primary babysitter. Like, she's a cattle dog. She doesn't really trust a ton of people. So, like, one of our friends went and let her out, and he was trying to just take her back in, and he had her on a leash to, like, prevent this. She slipped the collar, and she ran. And she was missing, so Magoo was missing for, like, somewhere near, like, 10 hours. And she crossed, like, 3 highways. And, like, so when my brother gets a phone call that's just, like, hey, like, I need your help. He was immediately like, what's wrong? Like, my dad was so panicked on the phone that he was like, what's going on? And he told him what happened. And my brother, who was never on time, was there in 10 minutes at my parents' house to help look for my dog. Because we're all so traumatized about what happened to Maggie.
Yeah.
By the way, that was like, so Maggie is 7, I believe now. This happened when she was like a year old. It's been 6 years since that incident, and we're all still traumatized from it. And my dad didn't want to call me because I would have fucking left work. And by the way, this is the middle of this horrible storm that's going on here in Wisconsin. So I would have turned around, left work, and to get to my parents' house from where I work, it would have been 45 minutes. And I was just like, oh my god. So my poor dad feels so bad. And that literally, him running out like that literally could have happened to any of us at any point. He should have just continued to chase him because Boob likes to be chased and then he stops. But, like, he also comes 9 times out of 10 to his name. But, again, he's a 5-month-old puppy. So, like, he will come to his name, but, like, and he listens. He just doesn't always listen the most amazing.
Well, yeah.
Because he's a 5-month-old puppy, and he has the attention span of a gnat.
Yeah. That's scary, though, because... Yeah. Well, I'm glad...
Horrifying moment.
I'm glad that they were able to find your dog before anything happened.
Oh my god,
because, the roads that both of our parents live on, they're very
horrible.
active.
Yeah, so we live on a big major highway, my family. Like, I grew up on a highway. Like, we did not go out in the front yard. Like, that was just off-limit zone.
Yeah.
Because, like, you never know. And, like, to put into perspective, like, there have been crashes outside of our driveway. Because we have also a hidden driveway. Like, you can very easily zoom past our house. And one of, like, the things that my parents were always afraid of when we were young and learning how to drive is us backing out of that driveway or getting out of that driveway and getting hit.
Yeah.
Because the speed limit's 55. People zoom down that road at probably between, like, 60 to, like, 80 on a good day.
Yeah, I was going to say, very
Sometimes
active, always speeding.
Oh, it's so bad. Because, like, the only people that can patrol that road are the sheriffs, because it's got to be county because of where the road is.
Yep.
So it has to be patrolled by the sheriff's office in our county, and they do that like maybe once a month. So you can go 90 down that road and there's 0 consequence for you going 90 down that road.
Yep. And then like where it's positioned to, it's alternate route for a lot of semis too.
Oh yeah. Like I will never forget the year I was coming home from school, and the year that like I was coming home from school and I got blocked in my driveway because there was a car going, I think he was clocked at like 80 some miles an hour, and like one of those like VIP like pickup medical pickup services was trying to like pull into someone's driveway or like slow down. And the car lost control and hit that poor VIP truck going like 80 some miles an hour and like flew into our driveway. Because like the only place where the VIP truck could go was like either into the ditch or into luckily our at the time he didn't know, but into our hidden driveway. So he whipped and he turned into our driveway, and like I think it was a Mustang, and it flipped and it was just in the middle of the road. And I remember like I was there, and I was stopped at the stop sign. I saw the cops, and I was just like, where is it blocked at? Because I was coming home, so I just take back roads home from the freeway, and I like looked down, and I remember I turned and like went up to the officer and like put my car and laid my head on my window, and I was like, so I live there? Can I go there? Because there was like a police brigade like directly in front of my house.
The entire section off.
Oh god! And I was sitting there, I was like, is there any possible way? And then I realized that like there's my dad outside. It's like, what the hell are you doing out here? And he like is waving at me. He's like, Golden, Go to Jared!
He's doing the dad thing of like, yeah, I'm gonna go check out this accident.
Well, he was standing out there with the VIP guy. Like they were making sure that it was okay that like they were like blocking his driveway or our driveway and stuff like that. And I like look out my window and I was like, that's my dad? And my dad's like, go to your brother's. Just go. I was just like, any idea? He's like, this could take a couple more hours, ma'am. And I was like, so you're telling me I can't get to my house? And he's just like, ma'am, you may want to find somewhere else to go. I was like, all right. I was like, all right, Dad, I'll be at Jared's. See you later. I'll never forget that. I was like cackling. And I called my brother. I was like, hey, are you home?
Hey, so surprise, I'm going to stop by for a little bit because I can't get into the house because some idiot was speeding again.
Oh, yeah.
You guys,
It was insanity.
Oh my god, they were so loud.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Where am I actually supposed to be going?
you're saving Marlene.
Oh, Marlene. Oh, yeah. I know where I'm going now.
You
Whoa.
have to get out of Sector 7 now, please. Slow down. Do you know what's going on?
But, like, I'll never forget that. Like, that's the shit that happens on a road all the damn
Well,
time.
there's still
Yeah,
time.
the roads are a lot of traffic, a lot of speeding, and a lot of accidents have occurred
of accidents.
in that area.
And we usually are pretty, like,
A lot
Boo,
of accidents.
baby Boob, is usually pretty good about, again, 5-month-old puppies. So, like, attention span is that of a small gnat.
Yeah.
And he does this every night when we go to bed. He runs away from me because he knows he's got to get picked up to go to bed because he's not quite big enough to jump into the bed because we're not quite there yet. Because we may be 15 pounds, but we're not that big yet. But I doubt he'll ever do that again because apparently my brother found him and he was like sitting there and he was shaking and his thing was cold and he was scared and I was like, oh, he'll never do that again. He learned his fucking lesson.
Okay, well that's good at least.
Boob learned his lesson real fast. But like he does respond, but I'm like, God, we really gotta keep working on Boob responding to people. Which, like, again, he does pretty good for the most part, but again, he's also a 5-month-old puppy. Yeah. And I said to my mom, I was like, I'm sorry, like, I am working on it with him, I'm working on training him with him. She's like, it's not anybody's fault. She's like, this is, and I said, it could have happened to anybody. She's like, you're right, it could have happened to any one of us with him being over there. I'm like, we gotta work on that, but Jesus Christ, Boob, of all the days to be a shithead, today is it.
Not the greatest day.
See, the difference between my dad and I is I would have just chased his ass because I know he stops. Because he stops and he thinks it's funny. He stops and he waits for you. And then he goes a little bit farther and he stops and he waits for you. He wiggles his little ass and he barks and he goes, hey. Because he grumbles. Because I have you have a very talkative cat. I have a very talkative dog.
Mm-hmm. I just glance over to make sure
I know,
that
I looked
she's
over
still
there
asleep.
too. I was like, are you awake? Are you asleep? That's right, that came down there. So where am I gonna go now? Oh, this way. But yeah, so like Boob is like the most talkative dog I think I've ever owned. He just whines and cries. He grumbles at me. He just grumbles at me. I'll all of a sudden like look over at him and be like, "How you doing, Boob?" And he'll just go.
That's so much fun though.
What the fuck are you doing? Like, what are you grumbling about? You have zero things to be unhappy about. Or he'll like look at me and I'll be like, I love you, and I'll be petting him and giving him scratches and like, that's just fine. Isn't it a good one? And then all of a sudden he'll look at me and go, and I'm like, what the fuck? What the hell are you doing? I gotta videotape him doing it and put it on one of these videos because it's the funniest shit I think I've seen in a long time is watching my tiny dog just go. And my husband's just like, I thought he was gonna be quiet. I was like, is it because when he was small he was quiet? Like, have you met our house? Like, we have one cat that doesn't talk very much. Except when he wants. Which, did I tell you the thing that bunnies learned how to do?
Mm-mm.
My chaos of a black cat? So that stupid chaos of a black cat has learned how to ring the bell. So we have a potty bell for Bon. So when he has to go potty, he goes and rings the bell. For the most part, he does it. Yeah. Again, he either comes and tells us or he goes and he rings the bell. It's one or the other. He's either yelling at us, he's like, ah! Or he's ringing the bell, okay? So he goes and he rings the bell. So the cat has learned that he rings the bell and he gets to go do something. So what happens if I ring the bell? So we had a long conversation, me and Small Rabbit. in the middle of our kitchen at like 7 o'clock at night one night because he was sitting there ringing all day, just sitting there ringing the fucking bell. And I looked at him and was like, I don't think you know what you're asking for.
Does Bond get a treat every time after
When he goes potty?
Out? Okay.
But like, Buddy is never in the kitchen to know that. Like, he's just existing. Which way do I gotta go? Okay. Like,
geez.
he just tearing me out. Like, he's just kind of existing, you know? Like, Boob always gets a treat, and he's always very excited about it. But, like, I don't think Bunny actually knows what's happening. Look, my cat is not the most intelligent thing. Again, I made the comment in the last episode about black cats being just chaos incarnate.
Yeah.
That's 110%. I don't think Bunny knows what's happening. But, like, I think he wants to go outside.
Change of plan.
But he's never been interested about really going outside. So I think he thinks, like, it's like a magic... He thinks
wants it?
Yeah, he thinks he wants it. Because he doesn't know, really. So because he thinks that it could be fun... Because the dog is doing it, and the dog is his friend. He loves the dog. Him and the dog, besties. Like, best friends. Besto friendos, right? So, he gets to do it, and he's having fun. So maybe if I ring the bell, I'll want to do it. And it'll be fun. And he has no clue, okay? Because I would have to put a halter on him, and a leash. Like, he does not get the shenanigans that would be involved with him going outside. Like, it's not that simple to get my tiny doggo out there.
I mean, if you were comfortable enough, you could hold the cat as you step outside to see how he reacts. But
he would sit there and be like, he would take his paws, because he hates being held, because he's a big fucking creature, right? Like, my cat is a stocky ass cat, so he's like one of those cats that's like short and stock. Like, he's a big cat.
He's a big boy.
He's a big cat. But he's stocky, so, like, his just tiger pooch is huge, alright? So he's just, like, the vet says he's appropriate for his weight. He's not, like, he's a chonk. He's a mid-chonk boy. He's, like...
He's average.
He's where he should be, okay? He's not... I can feel his ribs, okay? Like, we're doing fine. But, like, he hates being picked up because of he's just so disproportionate. So, like, he just takes his little paws and he just pushes against you. Like, straight arm.
I don't want this.
Just straight arm. Like, his, like, just, like, clothespinning me. So that's what would happen is I'd pick him up and we'd go out there and he'd be like this. And then he'd be upset because it's cold. I was like, you have no idea what the fuck is happening. But you're just crying and ringing a bell.
You know, Mifa does the same thing, though. Whenever we let Marley out, she wants to go outside.
No, you don't. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Well, we actually started putting her on the harness. And
Does she like it? Because I feel
it's hard to say, because she doesn't, like, run back into the house. She, like, stays. She perches in one spot. She doesn't move.
Yeah.
But she's not running back into the house, so
if you went any farther, she'd be uncomfortable, is what I'm gathering here.
Yeah, I think she's very comfortable just sitting on her little square.
It's her square. It's her Mifa square.
Yeah.
Meepy square. But, like... I think Rabbit thinks, like, it's a magical playland. Like, I don't think the cat understands, like, what's happening out there. So, like, Meepies, I get it. I think Bun has no clue what's happening. I think Mr. Wayne, if I could get a harness on him and get him outside, I think he would adore it. That cat, both of my cats, though, I have a feeling I'm going to put a harness on them and they're going to straight leg out and they're going to fall over.
Yeah,
both
most definitely.
Because I remember attempting to put collars on them when they were little, but, like, they got the collars stuck on their jaws.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, because of that, they've never worn collars. The two of them have never worn collars because I'm not about to kill my cat.
Yeah, that's fair.
Both of them are dumb enough to do it.
Yeah, that's fair.
I have male cats. They're dumb. They're cute, but they're dumb. God damn, they're dumb. The flower. It's still here. Remember from all the way back in episode, like, 1 or 2.
I hope you remember it.
I'm really surprised that this place hasn't gotten more damage.
Come on.
Me too. But we're here now. We're doing good. But yeah, so this is the story of my cat who wants to be a dog, who doesn't realize that he's a cat.
Tell you what, we'll grow lots of flowers at your new house.
You know, things are on fire and falling apart. I would just scoop up the kid and run.
Oh!
This isn't really this really isn't the time to be sentimental.
This is like when we went to Universal Studios. Should we tell that story? Have we told that story?
Which one?
The bachelorette party Universal Studios story?
I think we may have mentioned it before. I think we may have.
I don't
But
remember.
I don't remember.
So, for my bachelorette party, we went to Universal Studios, and it just reminded me of my mom. Just running back and forth. So, I went with Mikayla here, my cousin, Shannon, my mother, Donna, and my MVP friend, Megan. Okay? And we went to Universal Studios in Florida because I was like, let's go to dinner there because they have so many dinner choices.
Yeah.
Did I expect Megan to have a hurt ankle? No. Did I forget how far the parking garage is?
We all forgot
Yeah.
how long it is.
All
to
of us
actually
have
get
been
into
there
the park.
except for poor Megs. And we forgot how far the parking garage is actually from the park. And in my brain, I was like, yeah, it's the parking garage and then it's the park. And it's not that far. But it's so much farther than you think it is. So
Yeah.
I felt so bad because we Megan understands how bad I feel. And we've talked about it. She's like, I wish you would have just told me. I was like, if I would have actually remembered how far it was, I would have told you to stay home. Like, I'm not even lying to you. But getting back to the point of the story about how, like, we should just scoop somebody up. So, like, this reminds me of that fact. Because with my mother, so while we were there, we were standing in line waiting for Uber up on the rooftop when leaving the restaurant and going home in the parking garage. And
So
there's
this is like an hour and a half before closing time.
Oh, no. The park closing.
Yeah.
Not the city walk. So the park closing. So, because the city walk closes at midnight. So this is like an hour and a half before then. An hour and a half before, like, park closure. So everybody's fucking leaving. So, because poor Megan couldn't take it anymore. We were all just kind of tired that night. We all just wanted to go back to the hotel. So, we're waiting for our Uber, and there's these a couple kids that are getting into, like, a full-on, like, fight over by us, and they knock over a barricade. But, like, in doing so, barricade metal plus concrete equals gunshot sounding noise.
Yeah, it was very loud, like,
it was very loud
noise, and it was like down an escalator too from us, so there's like some echo.
It was on our floor. It was on our floor. But because of where it was in the mouth of that escalator. So it sounded like it was down.
There was like an echo effect occurring too.
So it sounded like a gun radiating. And it was like boom boom. So it sounded like two like really quick back to back shots, which is very believable. And it makes that same like pinging noise. So because of that, everybody got scared. I'm glad we did not run.
Yeah, there were some that just...
So, what we did was run away, right? And my mom, which is what reminds me of my mom in this whole scenario. My mom thought it was, like, she just kept running around like a little hyena. Like, she just was running and running. Like, trying to help this person and not really helping anybody. It's just kind of funny. And that's what reminded me of this. Is like my mom just running around like a little zigzag.
Yeah.
Just like not helping anybody. It's like somebody should have just fucking picked up Donna and just called it a day. And my mom is like running as fast as the fucking like children that are there. Like who knew? By the way, my mom is in her like 60s. Who knew my 60-year-old some mom had such speed and vigor? She is 63 years old. Okay, so at this time when this was happening, she was like 62 years old. Again, am I surprised that my 62-year-old mother had this much vim and vigor? 110% I am. I really was. But, like, somebody should have just picked up Donna and just was like, no, Donna, stop doing what you're doing. But we were very lucky that we did not go down because we contemplated going down the elevator to try to get away from it. But my cousin Shannon would not leave the thing. So everybody's running around my cousin Shannon, which is also my favorite part of the story. And she's just standing there with her damn phone.
Well, because that Uber ride was expensive.
The Uber ride was extremely expensive.
Wasn't going to give it up.
And she was not giving up that Uber ride. My cousin is a psychologist, by the way. Like, well-renowned psychologist. Like, very important in her field. Like, does, like, speeches and all sorts of stuff all of the time. Okay? Miss Shannon is extremely intelligent. Her whole thing with my mom when we asked her why she didn't do anything or didn't move, she was just like, I didn't see a gun. So, like, she's trained and how to react to these situations and how to guide people through these situations and, like, the trauma behind it, right? Like, this is what she's trained in, okay? This is, like, what she does for a living. What are you hitting, Cloud? Jesus
was
Christ.
questioning that myself.
And she's just standing there. And so everyone's just mass chaos around me. And, like, poor Mikayla and I are trying to help Megan limp along. Poor Megan. I still feel so bad about this whole scenario.
Yeah, it was a weird.
It was a weird
experience.
thing. But I will say, Donna just running around like a little antelope. Just like my favorite part is when she ran up to us and was like, "We can hang off the side of the parking garage."
Yeah,
I'm like Mission Impossible.
She's bouncing back and forth, trying to give us like, "Oh, we can do this and this," and like, how about
Absolute
we just
fucking chaos? My mom's just like, "Where do you get all of your ADHD from?" And I'm like, "Have you looked in a mirror?" She's like, "Where do you think you got it from?" I'm like, "Have you met yourself? Like, you wonder where you get it from. It's you. It's you, Donna. If you're like, is it me? It's you. I hate to tell you that. Like, could it be me? Yeah. Yes, Donna. It's you. You're the problem. Just so you know." She's aware of this now. We have a conversation. She's like, "I think I could benefit from ADHD medication." I'm like, "Yeah, you could.
maybe, yeah.
Yeah, probably. Most likely. 10 out of 10 you could. Are you going to do that right now? No, you're not going to take Adderall." But, like, we were so glad we didn't, like, run down the stairs because if we would have, what ended up happening is, like, mass chaos in the park. So these kids that did knock this over, oh god dang. They ended up running down the escalator stairs and stuff like that, and they ended up going down to, like, the floors below and, like, running all the way back into the park, in, like, mass panic.
Yeah.
And essentially, we were lucky that we got out when we did, because they evacuated the entire park. The entire park was shut down that day. So because of that, we were very lucky that Shannon was correct and wanted to get out of there and, like, wasn't willing to budge. But it was, like, probably the scariest moments of my entire life is, like, thinking that you're gonna die in a mass shooting. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So glad that's not what happened. But that thought process was absolutely terrifying.
That's a very real fear in the U.S. And yeah, in that moment, it's like, how can you not? How can you not
very
not
scary.
think about that type of potential just because it's
because it could happen. And, like, a lot of people are probably like, "Oh, it's not gonna happen. Like, it's not gonna happen to me. Never me." But, like, the moment I feel like
Did you just yell at you for
even though I was going back to go kill the enemies, that before it was like, you're fleeing. Anyway. But it's just disheartening. But, like, that whole scene of, like, pick up the child just reminded me of my mother, just running back and forth. And I was like, God damn it, why isn't somebody just picking up Donna?
Oh, I'm so glad she didn't go into the elevators.
She wanted us to hang off the side of the parking garage and then drop down to, like a very far distance.
Yeah, it's like, no.
To the other rooftop of the parking garage, which we would have been stuck on. In hindsight, there was no getting off that roof.
No.
So we would have had to call 911 to be like, "Hey, we're stuck on top of the parking garage."
Yeah, there would have been. Yeah, it just would have been.
It would have been a mess, and we would have had to have a fire department involved. Like, it would have been an absolute chaos shit show. It already was. Yeah. But, like, in hindsight, I remember you asking, like, what was it that made that noise? And they were like, "Yeah, it was a barricade that fell over." And I'm like, holy fuck. Like, you do not realize, like, how well and how similar that sounds until...
Yeah.
And this is coming from two people who, like, I did gun safety and I, like, have done a lot of gun training and shot a lot of weapons, like, growing up. You know? That was, like, both of us have done that, and it was both a very believable thing for both of us to experience.
And it wasn't, and again, it was caught off by the surprise, too, so it's like, yeah, sure, if we play it back, we could break it down, but in the moment...
it was so similar enough sounding that it did not matter that if I was going to try to break it down, that's immediately what I thought it was, and I just needed to get the fuck out of there, and I was like, I'm not dying today. My entire thought process is like, I'm not dying before I get married. Like, that is the saddest piece of shit I've ever heard. I'm like, you're not, Rachel. You gotta at least get married before you die.
Yeah, no, I think
You cannot die single.
I asked 3 security.
We talked to like 3 or 4 different security people.
First
I know
one
we
looked
talked
like
a
he was
lot.
about to bail out along with the rest of us, and then, one person finally said, I think it was a barricade, which was good to hear. Most of them had no idea at first, too.
Most of them had no idea what the hell was happening.
So everybody was just standing there. There were the ones who were terrified and ran off, and then everyone else was backing up slowly, be like, what is this? Are we gonna, what's gonna happen here?
Oh, yeah. Like, it just was absolute.
Yeah.
Oh, Cloud's unconscious. Alright. Glued. And, like, yeah, nobody at first was like, what I remember, like, telling the one security guy, I was just like, are you gonna do something? Do you remember me being like, did you not fucking hear the gunshots? Like, are you gonna do something about that? Or are we just gonna sit here and pretend nothing's happening? I'll never forget that.
He had the, I'm just here to get paid.
I loved it. He was
that
on his fucking phone. And I was like, are you good? Like, are you paying? Do you know what's happening outside right now? Like, you're up here. I'll never forget that. That was funny shit. That was quite funny to yell at him. I did enjoy doing that.
Man, that was a wild experience.
It was 2022, baby. It was wild.
It was wild, yeah.
It was wild. It was wild because, like, who the fuck else does that happen to? That's some bullshit that happens to me. Like, that is some weird shit. Like, I have odd luck. Look, I either am extremely lucky, or I'm never lucky. There's no in between.
I don't think there is an in between.
Like, I'm either like, yeah, but there's just people out there that are always lucky. You know what I mean? Like, you know who I'm talking about. Like, they're always lucky people. You know what I mean? Have I ever been that person? Absolutely the hell not. Ooh, I need to kill you.
Down.
Go down. Go down, fucker. Ah! Do you hear something ticking? Fuzzy Wuzzy. I forgot about Fuzzy Wuzzy. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear! Wow, that goes way back to that episode, huh?
Ooh, okay. Oh my gosh, that did not do enough.
Yeah, that feels right.
Oh boy. Tifa.
That feels...
Yeah.
I know I did.
Okay. This group was oddly...
Hey, remember before?
Yeah. Balance. Somehow the game balances itself.
Remember that though? You're like, wow, there's multiple episodes since the last time you got killed in the middle of battle. Remember when we had that conversation?
Yeah.
It was. You're right. That's gone now. Toodles. I also complained about this because it gets weirdly hard the farther and farther you go up.
Yeah, that was
It's just mean. It's mean to be mean. Like, there's no...
just for meme's sake.
It's just to be fucking mean. Like, there's
Looks
zero...
like they're both needing help in the beginning.
Unfortunately, like, this is the best way to do this, and I know it is to take these two out.
You're done.
But I was trying to see if I had, like, not an ether, but, what's the other one? Oh my god. If I had,
I mean, the good news is that you're oh, there you go. Oh.
Just hang on. I'm coming. Yeah. This fight's not
we're gonna
over
run
yet.
over here really quickly. And then
Elf.
we're gonna do items, and we're gonna do Phoenix down, and then we're gonna do a Clued,
Good to go.
and then no. And then we're gonna do items, and then we're gonna do High Potion, and then we're gonna do Clued.
No need to panic.
Because he's over there. No.
No, he's not.
No, Clued. Stop that. No. I just need to kill this stupid thing. I know I need to kill it, and oh my god! I need a High Potion then. Fine.
That's okay though. You can heal up real quick before you go into battle.
Hello? I didn't like my joystick. It wanted me to use
Apparently.
D-pad! It's garbage. Anyway, I'm not salty. Everything's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Like I said, before you jump in, just do a couple high potions and...
Salt. I'm covered in it. Covered in the salt.
That's a good thing to have, though, in the middle of winter. Salt is good.
It's true. I should go roll on my driveway. Or down our sidewalk.
There you go.
Because you gotta keep those clear.
Yep.
Stupid.
Yep.
I feel like I grew up and they didn't have to keep those fucking sidewalks clear when I was a small child.
Yeah, no, Mike was complaining about how he and his sister always had to do the driveway. I'm like, we never had to do the driveway, but also we wouldn't have been able to do the driveway.
Same. Because we had a gravel driveway. That ain't gonna do shit.
No. And the length of the driveway would have just it would have been silly.
Oh god. Oh, especially your guys' driveway. That would have been dumb. Like, we both had long driveways, but your driveway was like extra long, and it was a ute. It was a big old fucking ute.
Yeah. So
Care what anyway says.
live in the country. Less
Also, like, there's no point to do anything with a gravel driveway.
No, there really isn't.
Just Jesus Christ. Just
Yeah,
there's no point. There's absolute zero spells. Thundara. Thungaga! Give me now.
There you go.
There
Okay,
it
now
is.
you have it. Alright, helicopter guy was weak to fire. Are
Yeah.
the claw guys weak to electricity or fire too?
Fire. There he is, staggered. Ooh, I'm now level 23.
Yay! Oh, you screw off. Such a pain in the ass.
Yeah, these helicopter fuckers, they're the worst, if I'm gonna be completely honest. Ooh, I have a limit!
Nice.
Please be smart about it. Oh,
Okay, looks like he was.
thank God. Did I get the other dude too?
Looks like it.
That was
Good.
magic. This magic moment. When your lips are close to mine.
There we go. Might as well do an ether while you're at it too.
Yeah.
Watch, and then they give you a freaking.
I'm gonna get a fucking bench. I'll waste all this and I'm gonna get a stupid fucking bench is what's gonna happen.
Oh,
But
item.
but it's Clune's bench. That's what I was looking for.
Ah,
An elixir.
okay.
That was the name I was looking for and everything. Alright, how do
Oh,
it's
well,
over there.
I guess we can't explore that.
Is it because it's on fire?
There are obstacles on the ground, and it's on fire. I can't pass.
A knee-height obstacle that I cannot get past. Me
Oh,
when
but
I
we can.
me when I didn't know how to fucking jump in Boulder's games.
For real though.
I did not know how to jump for a long time. That was
Same.
depressing.
I was looking at the same bridge that you were referencing
In the
prior.
first act?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, how do I get over there?
Yeah,
I
we
don't
talked
know
about
what
this.
to do.
We
I
talked
don't...
about this the other day. God. Yeah, we literally, so I've talked about, I think in one of the episodes previous, that, like, I got, like, the last PlayStation Portal in existence before, like, the new...
I couldn't find any results.
That's great. Stop
That's
listening.
nice. And I, like, literally, that was, like, magical. So I decided to play Baldur's Gate 3, because I was just like, alright, I need to see the hype. First of all, as somebody who plays video games often, I usually can play most things on normal. Most, okay? Second of all, that game is like, unless you've played a lot of games like me, and you know what the hell you're doing, it's a horrible idea.
Yeah, no.
Do not play that game on normal if you've never played like a D&D game like that, because holy shit, that smacks you upside the
I'm
head.
still learning all the mechanics to it.
I-
It's crazy.
I don't
how
know
much
what's
you have to
happening.
learn.
There's so much happening. All I know is I saved the owl bear, and the dog, and I feel proud of myself.
Yes.
And I got an achievement for that.
Yes.
But also, I learned is that, like, it doesn't give you any guidance on there's no tutorials. So, like, when you hit something new, the game's just like, you're either gonna fucking figure it out or you're not. You're either gonna figure it out or you're gonna Google.
Yep.
And I remember we were talking about how we were standing in front of this stupid bridge in the goblin town that they have taken over, like, to go to, like, one of the other quests. And you're just standing there looking at this big hole in this bridge that you're like, I feasibly could jump over that. But I don't know how to, like, I can't jump. I can only jump in battle. And your brain doesn't think, like, oh yeah, that wheel. I can use those wheels to get places and to do things. At all, in the beginning. It's just like, your brain's like, it's not happening. It doesn't compute any of that.
That's right.
She's dying. I should probably shut up for a second.
This is the dying episode.
Oh, well, and our timer's going off. So this is a low note.
Tifa's crying. Did I say something wrong?
Cloud, keep it together, man.
Yeah.
Don't you guys have somewhere to be? It's not polite to stare, you know.
Gah. Okay.
So she might be the only one that doesn't leave that as ambiguous as Biggs, because Biggs was a lot more ambiguous. I think she's actually dead. Oh.
Come on.
What a dainty hand.
Get her moving. It's the only thing to do now.
Use that grief and turn it into anger.
Yep. Can't process it right now. You gotta keep moving. Oh,
But
and I
since
guess
it's the
we're
end of
gonna...
the episode- Alright, we're gonna end on that note.
Okay.
But in a funny note, is me staring at that fucking bridge for like 3 hours.
Yeah, no kidding.
Stared at that bridge for a really, really long time.
Yep.
It was embarrassing, just in case anybody was wondering.
Finding out that there you can use the jump feature.
That's how I
anytime
figured out how
want.
you could jump.
Yeah.
That is 110% how I figured out how to jump. That was fun for me. Anyway, this game got really sad.
It did.
Really quick. I'm sorry.
I hope we get some, like, decent battle in the next episode to kind of bounce back some of this grief.
In the next episode?
Yeah.
Like, when we get to the top of the tower.
Okay. At least we'll have some sort of, like, oh, I have all this pain. We need a...
Yeah, no, we gotta get to the top of the tower.
Okay.
And then I believe we're gonna fight the helicopter.
Oh!
Because Reno's in the helicopter, and he's being a
Oh.
shitbird. If I remember correctly, we're gonna fuck up a helicopter.
Okay.
I don't...
Looking forward to
I
that.
feel like I remember fucking up a helicopter. Or I attempted to fuck up a helicopter, and then somebody came in and exploded the helicopter. I can't remember the order of it. But I do remember being like, fuck you, helicopter. And having the daunting realization of, fuck, I have to fuck up a helicopter. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching us here at Kids and Bits Gaming. I'm Rachel.
I'm Mikayla.
I'm trying to make lightheartedness out of a really sad situation. Don't know if it landed. Sorry. Rip Jessie?
Yeah. Rip Biggs.
Maybe?
Maybe.
Rip?
I'm trying to think of how I can...
Rip? Wait. Rip? Like, comment, subscribe for Rip?
Yeah.
Bye?
Bye.
Like, maybe Rip?
Maybe?
Possible Rip?